Hey everybody, I'm Jack Skeleton. You may know me from 2 of the Super Mario Adventures series on AAC's Let's Plays YouTube channel. If you noticed lately, AAC has been trying some new ideas on this very YouTube channel. Like top 5s. And sometimes stuff like this. So this video here is, well, another one of those experiments. This is hopefully the start of a new series called Jack Reviews. Play the title card. Anyway, let's move on to the next part of this video. As I said, this is the first episode of Jack Reviews. And today we are reviewing one of my favorites, Hoodwinked. A little background on it. Have you ever wondered why there was no Disney version of Red Riding Hood? That's because another company, which I do not know, has technically already done one. Hoodwinked. I personally love this movie. So let's go through some categories. Let's go category 1. Let's start with the animation. Well, the animation in this movie is pretty good, if you think about it. I like it. Except for some scenes. The background is just awful. I mean, look at it here. I mean, just look at the trees surrounding Granny's house. It's bad. Or this shot right here. What is Granny even climbing on? It makes no sense. Or this shot right here. Look at the wolf in the water. Look at the tree background. It's horrible. Could they really not do any better? Well, who knows? Maybe the movie was done with very cheap animation. Or the background here. Or this scene. What is this? Why is this background so bad? Maybe this one's nitpicking. I'm not really sure. And the regular animation isn't that good either, if you look at it really closely.
Chief Grizzly, are the suspects inside connected with the goodie bandit?
Yeah, no, don't put that, Maxine. We don't know anything yet.
Is the house made of gingerbread, sir?
I don't think so.
Do bears eat gingerbread?
All right. That's enough with the questions. Jerry, come on, get these people back.
All right, back it up. Let the chief do his job. Come on, you with the feathers, back behind the snake. Back.
Home and hibernate.
Really? Chief!
All right, what do we got?
It's a domestic disturbance. Breaking and entering, wielding an axe without a license, intent to eat.
I get the picture. Any connection with the recipe robberies?
You mean the goodie bandit? Could be. The house belongs
I
to
rest my case.
Booklet?
So the story of the movie is like Red Riding Hood at first. But there's a twist. You get to hear the story from each person's perspective. So it's like that with a murder mystery. Well, not a murder mystery, but the story is that there has been a goodie bandit and he's stealing all the goodies. And Red Riding Hood goes and takes the recipe book from her grandma's cooking shop to get to her grandma's house where she thinks it'll be safe from the goodie bandit. And then the story of Red Riding Hood plays out. But there's some big plot twists. Like, you get to hear the story from the wolf's perspective. The story of the grandma's perspective. The story through the woodsman's perspective. And the woodsman has an entirely different story arc in this. But it's good. In some scenes, you're amazed on how much detail, like not animation-wise, but story-wise, that they put into this movie. Here's a quick montage. Again, here's a clip right here in that detail. This is from Red Riding Hood's point of view. Hey, isn't that the wolf in that cart right there? Well, if you watch the movie, it turns out it is. The movie from the wolf's perspective, you see, Red Riding Hood is there. So that's genius. And that's not the only time things are answered in different parts of the story. Sometimes hearing it from another perspective answers questions that you have while hearing it from one perspective, like, why is Grandma wearing that? That sounds like a stupid question, but it makes a big difference if you watch the movie. Okay. Soon, we're going to get to the final ratings. So that's my in-depth review of Hoodwinked. I rate it a solid... Well, see you next time on Jack Reviews. Next episode, we will be reviewing